Well, Dean, the unbeaten record in the Premier League comes to an end. What's your overall assessment of tonight's game?
Um, Big moments changed the game. I thought it was pretty even first half. We've had a couple of good chances. Jack's had one cleared off the line. They've had a couple of good chances as well. Emmy's made a save and got some good blocks. So half time I thought it was even Stevens, and then we've had a big moment where Jack goes on a mazy run. Keeper makes a good save. 2 minutes later they go the other end and score, and I think that goal changed the game. They seemed to gain a yard, we lost a yard, and that was the disappointing part. It's the first time we've been behind this season and we didn't handle it as well as we should. I thought we became a little bit distracted with our game and what we needed to do, and our reactions weren't as good.
When it was in the balance, you mentioned Jack there. I mean, if he'd come up with a finish, we might have been talking about that moment for years to come. It was such a fantastic piece of play, and that was frustrating he couldn't find the finish.
Yeah, I mean, it reminded me of John Barnes, I think, against Brazil years ago, but he managed to get the finish, and they ended up getting the save. So, yeah, disappointed, but we can't make it as much. We can't become as open as we did at 1-0. We still need to be a tough team to beat. I didn't think we did. And you've got to give Leeds credit as well. I thought they were very good for, all game. But we matched them for 50 minutes and we didn't for the last 40.
Yeah, what's the coaching assessment of the goals conceded?
The first one we didn't react well enough to a ball we lost in the final third, and they switched play very quickly, and they doubled up. I think on Cash, he got a ball inside, and Emmy's made the save, but they've scrambled it in. Second goal was a super strike. There's not an awful lot you can do about that. But I felt we give too many chances away in the second half by being too open.
Yeah. Overall, though, it's been a fabulous start. Do you have a role now? I mean, in terms of speaking to the players and just getting them going again?
Yeah, no, a big role. I had to bit somebody's hand off to have this start. Disappointing. We had the opportunity to go top of the league and get a 5-match winning run for the first time, in the club's history. We didn't do that. Now it's our job to go and make history again and, go on another run. It's how we bounce back from this now. It's disappointing, it's frustrating. But I can only question 40 minutes of this season so far with these players, and that's a credit to them, but we can't allow that to come into our game.
It just goes to show in the Premier League there are no straightforward matches. It's such a contrast to when we were last stood here after that amazing match against Liverpool.
Yeah, it certainly is, and we got punished by a very good team today who moved the ball quicker. Their one-touch play in the second half was much better than ours, and ultimately that cost us.